Hi, we're back with more rigged and scripted football times, and Notre Dame was a 20.5 point favor against Marshall. That's right. Marshall is beating Notre Dame 26-15. Notre Dame's ranked 8th in the country, and Marshall, on paper, wouldn't stand a snowball chance in hell against the Fighting Irish. But this scumbag here, playing quarterback, is throwing the ball interception time, and hopefully he gets hurt there. Maybe they got a chance to put this other guy in. Make sure number 10 can come in. He can't do no worse than the other scumbag. But this shit's rigged and scripted, honestly. If you bet it took Notre Dame, you're going to lose this game because they were favored by 20.5 points, and as well as they should have been. And as I say, these games will be close. They're going to get you, nail biting times. They want you to watch this shit and keep you glued to the television to be distracted and obviously get your money. Betting is why these games are rigged. If there was no betting on these games would be rigged. They wouldn't be scripted. But this stuff is fucking bad. There's no way that Notre Dame should be losing to Marshall. I don't give a shit. The people that are watching my video right now could do a better job coaching Notre Dame than what the guy is over there right now. I don't even know who the head coach is anymore. They go through him. Another interception. Like I say, if you can't tell that this is rigged and scripted, they're just throwing the ball, looking right at the defensive players, making sure they get interceptions. This is going to be the upset game of the day. I picked Notre Dame to be an upset game. I knew Marshall was going to win. For some reason, it just didn't sound right. Nothing looked right. And then with all the players from back in the day coming to visit Notre Dame, I knew there was something going on. I told my friends to stay away from this game, and if they were going to play, take the game to take Marshall. Like I say, there's guys running wide open to the right. He's looking right at the defensive end, or linebacker in this case, and threw it right to him. Before that, you could have had the last interception could have been, you could have had an argument for pass interference, but I think the guy played pretty good defense. Plus, the ball wasn't secure, and they were both pulling on each other, running down the field. But normally, it will go against defense when they make that kind of play. But the dude picked it off, ran it right in. This is the biggest win in the history of this college. That's how bad of the odds are. These normally, folks, when you're watching these games, normally what they'll do in the top 25 teams, they'll have a really soft schedule. And what I mean by soft schedule, like these dudes in Marshall aren't supposed to play as well as they're playing against Notre Dame because the talent level isn't there. They're literally better players. Like their third string Notre Dame players are their best. Or their best players for Marshall starting. That's how lopsided it is most of the time. We just watched the Alabama-Texas grift, and as I say, Marshall upsetting Kansas State, the number 6 team in the country. That was their highlight, and had to go back a long time to get that footage. But it is rigged and scripted. I make videos on people, for this reason alone, so people will stop betting on these games. There's so much shit going on in the world, and you really need your money. You are better off buying a scratch off or playing the playing the lottery in your state than betting on this shit. That's how rigged and scripted it is. You have a team that was favored by 20 points both times. Alabama was favored by 21 points. They won by 1 point. Notre Dame's favored by 20.5 points. And the under is under 42.5, and over is 42.5, or 50 or something. It was like 43, I'm sorry. So the over and under is real low. And you're looking at the score right now. So even if you took the over and under, you're right there where if a touchdown goes on, you're going to be, over. But if you, or under, if you took the under, and if you took the over, then, you would want a touchdown. Even doesn't matter who wins the game. You're betting on how many points are scored in a game, and that in itself is hard to do, but you're better off not betting at all on this stuff. Keep your money. It's rigged and scripted, folks. Notre Dame, and if this was any type of legitimate game, they would have beaten them by 11 points. I mean, by the 20 and a half points. It's just that, you know, big of a difference in talent. To put it this way, it'd be like the Dallas Cowboys starting lineup playing against the Spruce Creek High School team down the street here. They're that much better. And if you turn the TV on and my high school's up by 3 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys starting line, you would think some shit was going on, which you should, and that's exactly what goes on in these games. They're rigged and scripted. These are the best players in college. This guy's he stinks the field up, and I have a feeling that we got a new head coach that could be just as bad as Bob Davies over there, because these kids will look like they're drunk out there. They look like they're playing fucking drunk and throwing the ball over the damn field, and it ain't gonna be much longer. The game is gonna be over. But my thing is, please stop betting on these games. No coach in Notre Dame history has lost the first 3 games. No, he's trying to break a record. He can probably do it if he tries hard enough. And they put the rig in, because this shit's rigged and scripted, no doubt about it, 100%. As I said, the people that watch my channel could probably coach better than what this dude's doing right out there. He left a guy in there that's already thrown 2 interceptions. And he just got a guy in here, the second play of the game, he throws an interception. Instead of just trying to run the ball, you had plenty of time. You're only down by a few points. 11 points is not a lot. That's a field goal and a 2-point conversion on a touchdown, and you're tied the ball game up. But as I say, it is rigged and scripted, so don't be surprised if some stuff comes back, because there's the block punt. I already told you. This is Notre Dame, and they are known for miracles. And this guy's got an arm problem. He can't even lift his arm up, this fella. Something going on there. Yeah, he's in pain because he just blocked a ball that was kicked about 60 miles an hour. That would hurt anybody. He's taking one for the team. But as I say, keep your eyes, oh my goodness, that hurts. He's like, I think I broke my hand. They're like, yeah, your hand's broken. Let's go to the doctor and get you a cast on there, buddy. You're done for the day. So this is what's going to happen. They may score a field goal, Notre Dame, but I highly doubt it. Look, they can't even get. This is just insane. As I said, you just start running the ball. There's plenty of time to get a couple run plays in, because on first downs in college they stop the clock. So it's not like the NFL, but at this point you're going to have to throw every down just to make it close, and he's just standing there like there's no holding going on, no blocking in the back going on over there. You could have called Notre Dame for a penalty on holding, but they figured let's just run this fucking clock down and get these assholes off the field. And, we wasted enough time out here. We already got the people's money. So I just don't know what to say. These are really bad games. It's so scripted and it's so bad. They're almost unwatchable. I was cooking earlier and I turned the game on to see what the score was, and I figured, oh my God, here goes another one. So I figured I'd make a video, and I am going to be making a video of me opening Bowman University for my giveaway, because even though it's rigged and scripted, my friends collect sports cards, and here we go with this bullshit. The clock is going to stop, as I said. They're going to keep you glued to the television. Yeah, they should have started 5 minutes ago, bro. They got guys running in and off the field. See what happens. He's standing all day. Throws the ball up in the air. Another interception. That's a smart play. As I said, the shit's rigged and scripted. They're going to call a fucking penalty against Abraham for pass interference. And they're going to make sure that Notre Dame keeps the ball. Wow. Wow. Look, he can't get off the field. He's like, am I supposed to be on the field? They already knew that. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, he'll give it back to him. This is an easy score if they was to use number 87. He's probably their best receiver at this point, catching the ball. And he's a pretty big fella. But I got, like I say, it is rigged and scripted. It's all about drama. And Notre Dame is known for the big plays, the big drama, the Hail Marys, all that shit. Touchdown Jesus is in the background. But I've never seen Notre Dame in the last 20 years or more lose to a team this low in rankings. And they're with the roster that Marshall has, they're probably going to lose next week to Marshall because this is just as exciting for them. It's a huge win, and they're going to make a lot of money on their program by saying, "Hey, we beat Notre Dame. We're competitive." And as I said, 87 is their best receiver. The clock is still moving. Nobody's moving with any kind of urgency. Nobody's trying to get up to the line. 87's taking his time. Guys aren't running in to get to the line. All they need is a first down. It stops the clock. And that's the game. They have no timeout. So that was the game. And that would have been a better time to throw a ball away than take a loss like that. So it's 4th and 2. Number 10's like, what the hell do I run? They're like, just do it. Let's just throw it up in the air. It doesn't matter who catches it at this point. And we have a touchdown for the Notre Dame Irish. I called number 87. As I said, he's the best player. So the game is over, folks. I would, I shouldn't say that it's over. Obviously, you're going to go for 2. And Notre Dame could get the ball back technically. But I just don't see how Notre Dame's going to get the ball back unless they do an onside kick, which would be the only way they're going to get the ball back. And then you would have to go the distance to get a field goal. That's if they make the 2-point conversion with 14 seconds left on the clock. It's a lot to ask, and especially with this guy's arm strength. He has no arm strength. I can literally throw the ball with my left hand further than he can throw it down the field with his right, and I'm 50 years old, and my left shoulder has been replaced with a steel rod in it. But don't worry about that, folks. Game is over. The Marshall defense looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers of the 90s defense out there. So, I'd like to say just one thing before I leave. Please stop betting on these games. You're going to lose your money. Because nobody in the country would have took Notre Dame to lose to Marshall. I'm sorry. Even in rigged and scripted football times, this was a check win from Notre Dame. But in rigged and scripted football times, you can never know from time to time and day to day how they roll. So everybody that's making videos exposing this shit, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We have to get people to stop betting on these games. That is our purpose. These games are rigged and scripted, and people are losing shit tons of money on this bullshit. So you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about these rigged games today.